What's going on, guys? So in today's video, I want to talk to you about some things that I wish I knew before I started doing side gigs. If you've seen my previous videos, then you know I love talking about side gigs. You know I love talking about how to make extra income while having a full-time job. In this video, I want to share with you a little bit of things that I wish someone would have said. Hey, do this so you can be a little bit safer. All right, so let's get into it. Tip number one that I can give you is welcome to the customer service industry. I'm not sure if you're familiar or if you've done any of side gigs or if you've done any of the things that are available. If you have a full-time job and you're starting or you're thinking about starting, maybe starting to do Uber, maybe you're thinking about doing Airbnb, Amazon Flex, Shipt, Tackle, any of these apps, or maybe you're starting your own business, you are in the customer service industry. And what do I mean by this? You are your own boss. You have to take care of your people. You have to take care of your customers. If you say you're gonna do a good job, then you have to do it. You know, you have to actually put in the work and do whatever you say you were gonna do. Treat the customers as if you were at your own job. I used to work at a hotel when I was around 19, 20. If you're in the hotel industry, then you know you have to take care of your customers. Whatever they want, they get. The customer expects something, and when they come to your hotel, your establishment, whatever, then you have to fulfill that promise. And the same thing, even if you're doing Uber and you have customers in your car that you don't like, that you don't necessarily agree with, then you're still your customer. They're still paying for the ride. So just provide your service. Sometimes you have to ignore them. I know, especially with Uber, you get a lot of people that they get in your car, they may be a little bit drunk, they may be a little bit or whatever, and you don't want to deal with them, but you can't just kick them out of your car. You kind of have to finish the ride, and you can rate them at the end. You can give them whatever review you want, but in the meantime, you know, just deal with it. And now you're kind of knowing what you're getting yourself into. Always think about customer service. Always put the customer first, because it is your business. You are your own boss. All right, so now tying in to the first tip that I gave you about customer service is saying no. Sometimes you're gonna have to say no to your clients, whether you're doing a job for them and you don't feel comfortable. For example, with Tackle, a lot of the chores, you have to go inside of the customer's home in order to do the job, whether it's installing a TV, whether it's cleaning the home, whether it's taking care of their pets, whatever it is. You have to be face to face with the customer. And my advice is, if you don't feel comfortable, just simply say no. You always have the chat for the provider, and you can give them a call, send them an email, send them a text, whatever it is, whatever app feature you have to talk to the provider's customer service person, and explain to them like, hey, I don't feel comfortable doing this chore. I don't feel comfortable doing this job. And just simply say no. I mean, you hear the stories all the time where if they only said no, hey, I don't want to pick you up, or hey, I don't want to do this chore, they would have been better off. Yeah, I know you're not making the money that you thought you were gonna make, but peace of mind is better than any amount of money you can make. So just think about it next time. Be like, hey, do I feel comfortable doing this? And if you really don't feel comfortable, then just say no. The next tip I can give you is a big one that I wish I knew in the beginning, because it would make your life a lot easier in the side gig economy, and is establish a routine. If you want to do Uber and your goal is to make $100 for the day, then do a little bit of research. There's a lot of Facebook groups that you can go into, and you can kind of see what the people say, like what do their schedules look like, how much they make a day, or what areas they go to, and that will kind of guide you along the way. Like I said, if you want to make $100 and you see a lot of people are waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning and driving until 11 a.m., then you can already set your schedule from 5 to 11. You're gonna be on the app, you're gonna pick up, you're not gonna be on your phone, you're not gonna be calling anybody, you're gonna be concentrated and focused on the task, because your goal is $100 for the day. So if you do from 5 to 11, then you know you're gonna make $100 or close to it, or maybe even more. And like that, you can kind of make your own schedule and see what works for you. Because if you have a 9 to 5 and sometimes you just need $30 for the day, you can just do 5 to 7:30 or 5 to 8. Then you can make your whatever money you want to make part-time. And by having a schedule, then you're gonna know what times you need to work and how much money you can expect to make working that schedule. Make a schedule, stick to it. That way you know how much money you're making, how much money you can expect to make, and you can plan out your day. Maybe you just want to do like the side gigs on your days off, or maybe you want to do it after work, but at least have a set schedule and stick to it. Otherwise, you're not gonna be making that much money, because if you do 1 hour here, 1 hour there, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I know sometimes I used to get desperate when I was on Uber and Lyft, because I would do, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6 and I'm gonna drive from 6 to 8 or 6 to 10 in the morning. And then sometimes rush hour came, so you didn't get that many rides, or something happened where you get a little bit discouraged, but you have to stick to your schedule. It's kind of like your job. If you have a job and you have to work 9 to 5, you can't just get up and leave. You can't just turn off. Try to make up a schedule, come up with a game plan that's gonna work for you, and stick to it. All right, the next tip that I have for you is connect with your people, connect with your customers. A lot of these apps, they have the referral code code. And maybe if you're owner, for example, I keep bringing back Uber because I have a lot of examples for that one. One of the things you can do, if you know that you're having a pleasant ride, you know if the customer likes you, they give you a good tip, they ask for feedback on how they can help you a little bit more. Maybe you can just be like, hey, listen, can I give you my referral code and can I text it to you, and you can just send it to your friends if you like me next time you're in Tampa. If you need me to give you a ride, or if you have any friends, or whatever the case may be, if you have family that don't use Uber yet, maybe they give them your sign up code. You can make a little extra income for that too. So connect with the people, connect with your customers. Also, if you're starting your own business, make sure you get referrals. If you have a lawn mowing business and you know your customer is really happy with your job, so make sure you get with your customer and explain to them that you're just starting up and that you would love it if any of their friends did their lawn mow. Yeah, you're the guy, that you're the guy for them. So make sure you get their number if you have a website, whatever it is, so you can stay connected and keep getting referrals. That's really gonna help you grow your business. It's free marketing. All right, so the next tip that I have for you is save money for when the business is not consistent. Sometimes the business is not gonna be as profitable as it was a couple months ago. You have seasons, every business goes through this. So what do? You save some money for when the times are bad. You can actually, continue paying your bills. You can continue growing your business little by little, because trust me, it's just seasons and you just gotta push through it. And if you have a little money saved up, then it's gonna make it a lot easier for you. All right, the last tip that I have for you is probably one of the most important ones: pay your taxes. So this one, I wasn't aware, and the IRS came knocking on my door a while back because I was doing Lyft and Uber. I was going crazy and I didn't know how much taxes I had to pay. I didn't know what I had to pay back. I didn't know anything. I was clueless. The IRS sent me a little note. I got audited. I had to pay back everything that I owed. Make sure you pay your taxes. So speak to an accountant, speak to someone who knows what they're doing. H&R Block, I think, is one of them. This is the only one that's coming to mind right now. Just someone who knows. Go on the internet and see how much money you have to pay. So every week, you put the IRS money aside to pay your taxes, because trust me, they're gonna come get you. So always pay your taxes on time and make sure you have money saved. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you really enjoyed these tips. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Throw me a comment down below. Give me some feedback. Just give me something that I can, maybe you have a question. Maybe if I can answer something, I can make another video for you. Whatever it is, I would love some feedback. And don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. Thank you so much. All right, so you probably see, I love talking about side gigs. I love. I wish someone would have said. I wish someone would have said service industry. And if you're in the hotel industry, then you can always have the chat. You always have the chat where you can send or call the